Welcome back, YouTube. We did a little bit of off-camera work. So we've got this basic research crafter, and we um, used this crafter with a bunch of research to gather the auto crafter blueprint. We crafted a bunch of these up. Fortunately, we only needed one. We also made a bunch of a barrel or drawer. Uh, what are these called? Drawer cores. And what we ended up doing is getting a system that pretty much works here. One thing that I've changed is that we are now drawing out blocks of coal instead of nuggets, and we're changing the coal into mini coal. Does this have any? Yeah, the lava tank's full. Pretty much everything is maxed out, I believe, except for one item. Oh no, these are not done either. So what is that? Oh yeah, copper ingots. So this is something I might change down the future, but I think today's episode is going to resolve that. Is that this needs to fill up with copper first before it even comes and does the ingots, and the copper production is fairly slow. So we either need to crank in a bunch more rock washers to get this, because this is each time it gets essentially a fourth of a copper piece. So we'll need to figure that out, and I think today's episode we'll get a better version of processing copper. We might need some of this today. We will need some of that today as we go through here. But the first thing I think I want to do is make our lives a little easier, and that is going to be another basic research. I think we're going to want to unlock flight blocks. So we're going to need 30 basic research, which we have, and 5 basic technium machines. So let's go ahead and work on some basic technium machines. Okay, I think we're going to need some gears, but we're going to need 5 of these, and we're going to need stone gears and copper these. So we've got some coal gears there. Are we making copper gears? No, we are not. This can be a problem here. Oh, we have some copper gears here. Is that enough though? Basic technium. Oh, we're not even to there. We need stone gears. Okay, let's work on crafting that and work on something else in the meantime. Let's just grab a bunch of these. I think we can throw that in here. Yep, that smelts down. What else? What else do we need to do? So let's start working on more stones. So we've got basic research. We've done the basic research crafter. Now let's do the rock enricher blueprint, which is a rock washer. Okay, pretty much missing all of that. So we need treated wood. I think we can just steal some of this. Rock washer. Oh, we're going to need some of this as well. Okay, so how many of these? I just needed one. No, I needed more than that. Strainer tank, which is just glass. Okay. First of all, let's take that one. Take that glass, take that smooth stone. That should make more glass there. Throw in some more of that. Take some gears there. And rock washer. Boom, boom. Fluid tank. 1, 2. Basic fluid tank. All right, that is our washer. So we need 4 of that. Beautiful. Research and that. Excellent. Get some more in there. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Let's grab some of that too. Grab some more of those. Fire that up. All right, so we do have some extra copper over here if we need it. We did take the water. I might eventually take this rock washer and utilize it somewhere else. All right, and that is the blueprint there. Quest complete. Unlocks the rock enricher and purified water. Beautiful. So let's grab the rock enricher first. Oh, okay, so we need another basic technium machine. All right. So we're working on that. Rock enricher. Oh, and this we can make. Beautiful. And that just goes in here. With that, and I think we've been putting that in there. Yeah, pretty slow, but that'll do. So the barrel recipe, or not, is it barrel? No, it's drawer. Is pretty easy. It's just this drawer core, which is a bunch of planks with the drawer blueprint, and the key that locks it. Where is that? Locks and unlocks drawers. So this key, which is in our offhand, is the drawer core and some technium ingots. So that wasn't too bad. All right, so there we go. We've got the rock enricher. Enriches stone into different stones. Requires a focus to work. Interesting. Copper focus. A copper focus can be used to get more copper ore pieces from your stone. Interesting. I would have thought this would have been something else, but we need orange stained glass. Orange stained glass. How do I get orange? Do I have some flowers? Okay, so I do have both of these, which these should get me orange. So I'm going to place these right here, and I should just need to do a couple of these. Bingo bango. That's 4. So this should be 8 orange pieces, which should be well enough. And just need to go like that. Boom. And I believe I just put that in here, right? Yeah, rock enricher. That goes in there. Unfortunately, I may have used more of that than I would like. But we got glass cooking up. We've got glass cooking up. I could have stolen some stone gears from here. Well, it's easy to make. It's easy to make. Let's toss some more in there. Basically making enough so that we can clear out this backlog. All right, what were we doing? Copper focus. Beautiful. Copper focus can be used to get more. All right, once we sleep, let's see what that actually does. Okay, so now do I put this inside here? I'm assuming this I would need water. Okay, and let's get some. I think it's cobblestone, right? Sorry about that. Oh, so rock enricher, you need purifying water. Where's the copper? Oh, you put the copper in the rock washer. Oh, you can do compressed blocks. 200 ticks. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So for now, in order to speed this process up, let's do this. Should get, was it 2? Or it's just faster? All right. Well, while that works, let's go back to our what we wanted to do here. Basic technium. I think it should be this amount. Yes, perfect. So that gets me the 5 that I need. And does that go in here? 30 research. That should get me the book. Le book. What about here? There's still some more in there. All right, flight block. All right, so we need another technium machine frame. So I'm missing a coal gear and a copper gear. That's unfortunate. So we'll back off on that for now and continue on our quest here. So we want a purified salt mulch. can be made inside the research crafter can be used to transform water into purifying water. Right click on a block of mulch. Okay, so it's a sapling and leaves. Uh, Purified salt mulch. So I'm gonna need a few of these. I think I just need 2 in here, right? To make this. And it allows the rock enricher to create granite. Ah, brown. Ugh. Okay. Is this white? Yeah, okay, that's easy. Bone meal. Andesite gray. Light gray. Okay. Let's see. Uses. I need a bunch of them for the water purifier. Simple machine that turns water into purified water. Okay. What else does this do? Turn this into, yeah, we don't want that, I don't think. All right, so we are going to need actually a lot more of this and a lot more leaves. Okay, I need 5 more, so I need 10 more total. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually did 2 more than I needed. Whatevs. Glad I have more there. But let's get the rest of this out and make a couple more coal gears. I also need a simple what was I working for? Boom. Yeah, water purifier. Oh no, I made enough. Perfect. And no longer need that. No longer need that. Now I probably will need to make more water purifiers, but we can come across that bridge when we get there. And let's just add some more to here. So this, I should probably put the shear upgrade in here as well. Yeah. Although, does that get rid of this? I'm not sure. Water purifier. Couple ceramic buckets. All right, water purifier done. I'm going to grab these foci after I clean my inventory out and get that sorted. All right, we're going to get a brown dandelion here for 6, and we're going to put it in this cloche we just made. I believe we do need a piece of dirt. So this is slowly going to make us some brown dandelions. I'm also going to need a light. Well, let's get a black, I think is what we want. Do we want black dandelions? Do we want wither? Can cloche do wither? Cloche can. Very nice. So might as well do the wither. Boom. Boom. Because this could help come in handy in other areas if we need to build like a mob farm or anything. How many pieces of glass do we need? I think we just need 1, right? So if we do this and this, ooh, almost made that, which would have been bad. Oh, no, we don't. How much more do we need? 16, so we need 2. Okay. So we'll wait that out. To grab that. Actually, let's take a look at washer. Okay, rock washer. Anything like that. Copper. Can I do cobblestone? It doesn't show that I can do cobblestone, but it was doing it. Interesting. So what I think I'm going to try to do here is test out a 3 while we wait. Grab some of this. Let's do this. And let's do this. Didn't realize that was an advancement. I also put some borders up here. I did fall off once. And it put me up high in the world, so we didn't lose too much there. Okay, so Oh, it does do that. Boom. Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay. What about that? Oh, it does do that. That's going to be huge. That is actually pretty big there. Okay. That's going to speed that up tremendously. Okay. I can't do like a compacting drawer. But we will settle that here shortly. I still need to be throwing in coal like that because we are getting some gears. I think technium. Oh, I need a copper gear. All right. So we've got rock enricher. So let's put that down for now and grab a bucket of water. Bucket of water. Okay. So that should be making purified water. Beautiful. So liquid pipes here. I should have something to extract. Basic. These are mechanical. So I should be able to just go like this with my wrench. That pulls that out. 0, 0. This has that in there. Beautiful. Okay, 4 wither roses. That should be enough. And bring these down to black dye. I should actually just need 3. Gray, light gray. Actually gonna need 1 more. So I need 16 there. Where are they? Boom. Beautiful. And light gray here. Whoops. Beautiful. Light gray. Bingo. Pull out some more glass from here. That should produce it. What am I waiting for here? Right, this one. We've got the one. Bingo. Bango. And just like that. And now 16 brown. Okay. Now, quest. Granite. What is inside? So if I put it in a rock enricher, so I should need stone in the rock enricher. First of all, let's put in diorite, and let's see if cobblestone works. Cobblestone does not work. Very nice. Let's just do 12. All right, we've got some diorite. Aluminum focus. Oh, so we're gonna need, okay. Okay. So we've got more of that to do. So essentially I see how we're gonna do this. We're gonna put that into that and then back into a rock washer. Okay. And we are all filled up here. I'm gonna actually just throw that here. Got the granite focus. Beautiful. Let's do granite, and this needed to be stone as well, I'm assuming. Put that into there. Let's get rid of some of these dyes, clogging up the inventory. Got some granite. Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to need to automate all of this, but I like to get the quest done here. So is this a rock wash? Rock washer's right there. Let's go like this, boom. Too shy. Put those in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should make some gears. Oh, there's some more coal in here. What am I doing? Copper's gonna fall in there. What was I doing? Getting the rest of these. Okay. Granite, done. Collect. Andesite, done. Collect. Okay, so what do I need for these? I need red. Easy. Okay, red. Red, black. Red, black, and green. Alright, I'm going to go grab those. Alright, I've got our green dandelion that we purchased in our catalog. And we've got the iron focus, the aluminum focus, and from the green we got the tin focus. So that checks off all of those. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And what we want to get is iron, aluminum, and coal. Yep. So what we're going to do is place it there. Oh, so it is it is 9 times the amount of water. Okay, that is nice to know. So we're going to use the iron focus with the granite. Iron focus with the granite. Place that in there. Beautiful. And that washes it. So we get those chunks from there, and we get the iron. Beautiful. Iron completed. And now for aluminum. Whoops. Aluminum is the aluminum with diorite. Aluminum with diorite. Aluminum with diorite. Beautiful. Wait, does this actually... Wow, that's actually producing. Oh, that produces iron. Aluminum with diorite. This I'm going to throw in our little overflow pile. And we've got some aluminum, as that is, that's not what I wanted to do. We got andesite here. Throw some stuff here in storage. Go like that. Throw some more charcoal in here. This gets us aluminum. And what was the third one that I was going for? Tin is andesite and tin. Andesite. I know I pulled you out here. Beautiful. We've got some tin ore coming in now. And what is el next questo? Bingo bango. Right. All this stuff in raw form and then throw it through this smelter. All right. Now that all of our copper and coal and stone are out of there, we can start by doing, but what? Oh no. Do we not have enough? Oh, it's got to be a compactor. Okay. Not the end of the world. Boom. We got the tin. Unfortunately, it's only one piece. Got the aluminum. Bingo bango. We will take the gear mold out, put the ingot mold in, and let's fire these bad boys up. Let's do the iron. I could probably put these in at, but I kind of want to make sure that they don't mix. I'm not sure if they can mix in the controller, but I just want to make sure here. Got the iron. Bingo bango. Boom. Now we got the tin coming in. Very nice. Tin is in. Got aluminum coming up. Bingo. Bango. Bango. Boom. Boom. Aluminum gear. Okay, so we need to make aluminum gear, which we would need to make another aluminum ingot, I believe. Boom. Let's put the gear mold back in there. And check this off. And now aluminum gear. Okay. Modified by almost. Okay. So how do we get aluminum here? That is diorite. And diorite was the diorite focus. Not sure where the other focus is. Right there. I do that? No, I cannot do that. So let's just put... Did it have to be stone? It did have to be stone. All right. So let's grab some of this. Boom, boom. Chuck that in there. Let's get a bunch of that going. Okay, and while that is going, let's get back to the technium piece here. Boom. And I need a flight. And technium. Beautiful, beautiful. So this should give us creative flight when we're in that area. Throw that in there. Unneeded right now. What is the rest of the quest line here? Aluminum gear. And that opens up advanced technium part. Okay. Probably this. No, we could do this one already. Milker. Hardly know her. So we want to know what is in elite technium as far as the craft here. So yeah, aluminum gear, nickel rod, crushed deep slate. Okay, so that basically gets us this. So we're going to want to automate that. Oh, we've got a liquid here. First time for that, at least right now. Beautiful. This should be done. Flight block acquired. So let's, I'm going to put that down right on the top of this bad boy. So I got flight block here. How far out does that go? Whew, saved us there. So yeah, we've got drawers underneath here that are piping from where we have it here, and then we're filtering it out over here. And this one is pulling out of cobblestone and sending it different places using round robin. So it means that it should be able to handle that kind of load. So what I should just be able to fly around here, right? Yeah. Beautiful. Now that's easier to access. Now there is a range. I believe if I go over here, I still can do it. Okay, yeah. So right there we can no longer do it, which is a good majority of space. All right. So we want aluminum. Aluminum. Are you kidding me? Is that not what it is? Aluminum, which is diorite, and we are missing water. We're missing water. Oh. Gotta forget I don't need shift click there. Shift click there. Okay. All right, so while we've got this aluminum ore stuff going, let's just take another peek at what we are going to need to do in this quest line. Deep slate. That's going to be interesting. So alloy is up for grabs, and that's 16 aluminum ingots. Okay, so that's good to know. So I would need to do a lot of this, and let's get a bunch of that in there. And how are we doing over here? We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Let's just grab another stack in there, just to make sure we have the full dose full dose that is needed. So we'll do the kiln, we'll do the bronze. Okay, so bronze goes through the kiln. Interesting. Salt. Getting into redstone next. Some water wheels. Crusher, metal press. So we're going to get into electricity here fairly shortly. Which is very nice. Okay, let's grab one more. Should just need to do 4. Oh yeah, that's right. We need the compactor. Miscounted there. Okay, so this will be able to do 1 year. And then we'll put the ingot mold, since we're going to need a lot more of that. Oop. Honestly, yeah, I do not know why we're doing that. Let's just... If I go like that, that should be able to filter that out better. Yeah, actually, now I've got enough. Go like that and send it in there. Need like 16, I think. So that's 12. I need a little bit more, but that should come. The sound of money. Very nice. And let's throw those in there to get... I think we should actually probably block, but whatevs. Do another one of these. Press it. Boom, boom, boom. Now this should for sure be enough to move on. All right, and now to start off next episode, we will be able to use this research to work on the alloy kiln. But for today's episode, that is going to be the end of today's episode. Have a good one. Later.